dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting.
You're about to experience something which might be the coolest thing you've ever seen at this type of a program. How many people have seen the show So You Think You Can Dance? You all want to see Art Jonak dance? You want to see Orjan Saele dance? Richard Brooke dance? You're not going to see any of that. You're me? What you're going to see is So You Think You Can Sponsor. And this is really going to be fascinating because this is a kind of a customized version of hot seats that you're going to be a part of. We've got 6 very talented, very brave volunteers who are given 3 minutes to give you their best chunk of an opportunity meeting, a generic opportunity meeting about the benefits of our profession and network marketing. There will be 4 mentors up here on this end of the stage over there. So we're going to bring them up, and here's the context. All of you guys are part of this process because you're the audience at the opportunity meeting. So Art is going to introduce these people one at a time, and the context of this would be just like a number of you, sometimes, you know, when you do an opportunity meeting, you'll have 3, 4, 5 speakers. Somebody will be the MC, somebody does the product part, somebody does the compensation part, somebody does the support structure. So just pretend that's the case here, that these are in each case, it's a speaker who's been assigned just one 3-minute chunk of the meeting. So he's just going to introduce them by name. He's going to say, and now, please welcome Mary Smith. And we need you to send them lots of positive energy. And these are really brave people to do what they're going to do, right? Think of most of these people have probably never spoken at a meeting more than 30 people, some of them. Some of them have never spoken at anything larger than a home meeting. Now they're speaking to 1,500 plus people who are all really into this, right? So I need you to give them some love because we're going to be mean to them. We're going to be tough on them because our job is to help them get better. And our job is really, and I'm joking when I say we're going to be mean to them. Probably Sara Robbins, she might be really mean to them because she's, you know, not everybody's as sweet and gentle as me, right? Right, so, but no, seriously though, our job is to give them constructive critique in terms of how this would better serve the message, how they could better connect with the audience. So we will look at their dress, how they are on stage, their posture, how did they open it, how did they close it, are they pacing around like a caged tiger, are they saying you know, okay, anything that we think might get between them and the audience member who we want to receive the message. Here's the fascinating part of it. The person who will get the most out of this is not the person on the hot seat, it's you. And this is just the dynamic of how hot seats work because it's only human nature, I think, if you're up here on a hot seat kind of thing and people are giving you feedback, there's just a natural inclination to be a little defensive or want to explain yourself or defend yourself. Whereas when you're out there in the audience and you can just be an objective third party, you're watching them and say, yeah, I love the way they're talking about that benefit. I could incorporate that into my presentation. Or, wow, I don't think he or she is connecting with the audience with that. I think it could be presented a better way. And when the judges or the mentors are given feedback, same thing. You can take it without being defensive. So I think it's going to be a really special thing. So first, can I get up my celebrity mentors? We've got Art Jonak, Sara Robbins, and Orjan Saele. All right, and you're going to give this to, so he's going to be calling the people up, and so there you pretend what has happened is, you know, we're in Detroit, Michigan. It's an opportunity meeting. It's 7:47 p.m. A couple of people have spoken, and now he's probably just finished the product section, and he's introducing the person who's coming after them, or he's done the intro and he's introducing the person who's going to talk about the benefits of the business.
Yeah, so at any point in time, this is going to come up. You can think it's a home meeting. You can think it's a live opportunity meeting. It could be a one-on-one conversation. At some point, these segments are something we're probably going to need. All right, let's bring up our next brave volunteer. We've got Summer Jeronimo. Come on up.
What's this thing we call network marketing? Network marketing is something that allows you to create the lifestyle that will bring you more income than the highest paid professional you know. It's something that allows you to do what you want, when you want, in the fashion that you want to do it in. Well, that's great, Summer. Well, what are we doing? Basically, when a company comes to market, they need to get the word out about their product or service. So typically, they have a certain percentage of their advertising dollars that's set out for billboards or radio, maybe a Super Bowl commercial. What we're doing is we're simply taking those advertising dollars, and instead of doing all of that stuff that really we don't believe, they pay it to us, to people that are out in the field, that are using those products or services, that can give our recommendation to our friends or family. And you know what? They pay us very, very well. In fact, let me tell you about a few of my friends that have been paid very, very well to do exactly that. My friend Danielle recently became a single mom. Husband actually took off, and she had to worry about how to put food on the table for her kids. It's through this industry that she was able to not only provide for her kids, provide an amazing lifestyle, but she didn't have to go back to work, and she was able to spend time with her family. Or what about my other friend, Andy? Andy used to be a pizza delivery driver. He came from another country to find the American dream. Didn't know a lot of English, didn't have a lot of connections. But it was because of this industry that he was able to now have that lifestyle, to do what he wanted to do. Now he's able to send money back home to his family and actually help them. And he has an amazing, amazing lifestyle because of it. Let me tell you about myself. We made a lot of money in real estate, and then we saw the market come crashing down. And I had to ask God, hey, what's plan B for me? Well, it's because of this industry that we've been able to not only have the lifestyle back that we used to have before, take trips, take cruises, do the things that we want to do, but we've been able to help our friends in the process. So here's my question to you. I don't know why you're here tonight. I don't know if you're a college student and maybe you're up to your eyeballs in debt, and you don't know how to pay that back, and you really don't know if you're going to have a job when you get back out. I don't know if maybe you're looking at retiring, and you don't know if that's ever going to happen. Or I really don't know if your friend dragged you here tonight. But whatever the case may be, this industry is an amazing industry. We have a system that allows you to do certain steps that will produce predictable results. And what we've seen is that through that system, there's been thousands and thousands of people that have been able to walk through it and accomplish their dreams and goals. So here's what I know. I know that if you have a dream in your heart and you're willing to do something about it, if you believe that there's maybe more something than the daily grind of doing 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to end up on 40% of what didn't look good to begin with, then I say let's partner up. Let me take you by the hand and let's do this together. It happened for me, it can happen for you.
Keep it.
No, I want to go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah,
go
so then I
first.
can say, yes, positive things. You killed it. You nailed it. Perfect. Beautiful.
You even got a standing ovation from the ghosts.
The Latvian ghost.
Lithuanian, by the way.
Lithuanian
yeah.
ghost. Yeah. As I'm watching you and I'm listening, I thought I was listening to the DVD presentation for the company, right? This is the voice and the cadence and the presentation of the company. So from a technical standpoint, it was flawless, like in the sense of the presentation. So that was extremely well done. You could be the spokesperson for that DVD or for that CD that they put into the, home videos to show at the home meetings and so forth. And the flip side of that is that I was missing the emotion, right? So I've got the DVD part, and the DVD usually isn't very emotional, and that's what I was missing here. So I would love to see a mix between that perfection, which you just are amazing at, and then somehow in there we've got to put in a little bit of that, let's talk to the heart, rather than just let's just talk at them. Let's also bring it back to them. And then part of that is some of the verbiage was you need to do this and you need to take a look at that. And whenever I look at have a presentation like that, I say I try to take that out and say, you notice how most people find themselves maybe out of a job after college, and then so most people and put them in a more broader sense. Soften it up a little bit so we're not attacking them, because some people they're already nervous. They're at the home meeting where they're trying to sell me. Now she's telling me that I can do this and I can't do this, right? And it's a simple verbiage change. And then when you say, and then we get paid for doing this, say, no, then you can get paid for doing this, right? Let's bring them in and assume that they're going to be on board already. And it's just the subtle little verbiage changes, and my gosh, I'm hiring you to do my next DVD video. That's awesome.
You have an amazing presence, and you are an incredible speaker. And I loved all of the stories that you told. The stories were what were inspiring about what you said, and you told them in a meaningful way. So with that said, when you led with money, I'm going to teach you how you can make more money than the highest paid. I forget what you said. That, to me, if I were listening as a prospect, would kind of raise a red flag, because some people aren't looking for the money, they're looking for the meaning. And I was one of those people that I wasn't looking for the money. The money came, but I was looking for the meaning, what it can add to my life. And so I wasn't going into it to be the highest paid anything. And if I heard that, I might have ran the other way and said, this can't be real, right? So that was the only thing that leading, think of a strong way that you could really start your presentation, but you have an amazing presence and you're a powerful speaker.
But you would, but you would have signed up me because I was in that meeting to make the money.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and same thing.
Maybe
She would get me with the money hook as well. Same thing. Again, you're a natural up there. You're very relaxed on the platform. You own it. You speak in direct to the audience. You have a great connection. I think every audience is going to love you. To pick up on what Art is saying, I'm going to go even one step further, because you also did something else, which this is a lesson from copywriting that translates to any kind of marketing, including presenting at an opportunity meeting. So Art talked about, we don't want to say you should, you could, we don't want to preach at them or tell them what to do. And then he mentioned when you got to the good stuff, you said, we make the money instead of you make the money. Yeah, so that's what he picked up on. I want to go one step further, that when you were talking about the other benefits, you talked about it in what I call encyclopedia copy, or third-person copy, meaning people get and it's available to people, that kind of language, where that's always when it's got to be you get, you get, you get. You get a free car, you can win a trip to Hawaii, you can build monthly residual income, you can have joy and fun and seasons in the sun, right? Everything's you. Anything bad is about us, me, right? Anything good is about you get. So just think of that. And the other thing is, I want you to grab the attention, and this is for all speakers, every meeting, anywhere. You come out, you're introducing, the crowd is staying, and the applause is just dying down. You started to talk, and of course the mic wasn't on yet. That happens all the time. We have to be ready for that. Usually when I'm waiting to get introduced, I'm just going to tap my mic. Just a couple, if I hear a click that won't distract, but I'll know that the mic is on. If not, I can start doing that. She couldn't do that here because she got handed a mic, right? But what I want you to do, which will help in this situation, is anytime you get introduced, the applause finishes, I want you to wait 3 seconds before you speak. Now, this is going to seem like an hour and a half the first time you do that, okay, if you've ever done this. And what's going to happen is the audience is going to get concerned for you. And they're going to say, is she having a breakdown? Did she forget what she has to say? Is she not trained for this? And they will lean forward and they will start sending you energy and they're going to connect with you. And then I want you to make a statement, a bold statement, a provocative statement, a powerful statement, or ask a provocative question. Pause. And so that 3 seconds, that's going to give the sound guy a minute to wake up and realize, oh, I better turn on the mic for this speaker. And again, and if it doesn't work, you go with it, right? We don't want to hear, is this mic on? We can look over and say, bring the audience into it because they're watching it. Or, let me try this again, right? And go with that statement and command. But you see, once you got into it, again, you're just a natural, connected with the audience, really good. And like Art says, give them, well, maybe it was you. I think it was Art who said, give me a little more of the personal connection, emotion, so that, because that's what's going to really move people.
And I just want to, clap for Randy. He needs
Don't be pandering to me. Don't be pandering to me.
Just wanted to pick up on one of the things that Randy said, because it was actually a big note that I did in one of my first classes with Randy, where he was teaching us to speak. And that is that when the audience gets the feeling that you don't know what to do, well, the audience wants you to succeed. So because the worst thing is to sit through a long meeting where the speaker isn't succeeding. So everybody wants you to succeed, and that is making it magical. And then, as I loved your presentation, you got a standing ovation. The first sentence, yes, make it bold, make it powerful, because then they'll connect more immediately. And maybe then Art even would feel your heart, which I did perfectly.
But great job. Great job.
A big hand. Thank you.